Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, Perfect Vocals Academy. John here. Let's go over this plugin made by Waves Scheps 73, modeled after the Neve 73 channel strip, one of the greatest channel strips ever made. If you haven't done it yet, please subscribe to my YouTube and let's go over this product, Waves Scheps 73. Hey guys, this tutorial is going to be going over the Scheps 73 made by Waves. Basically, this plugin this is modeled after the Neve 1073, but this is Andrew Scheps' version. And as you can see, there is a preamp section. You can drive the preamps with, to get a more distorted sound. Down here is a link IO to where when you bring that down, it brings the output up. So this can be used when you set the drive here and you're starting to distort the vocals or get some saturation. You can bring down the input to make sure you're not, clipping here. We're going to be showing this on vocals. This is a great plugin for things like drums and guitars and stuff, but today it's going to be on vocals. Right here is a fixed 12K shelf. You can boost or cut just like that. This mid-range goes from 360 Hertz all the way to 10K. The actual hardware versions don't have 10K, so this was an addition to the Scheps plugin. And this is a bell curve, so not a shelf. So then down here is a low-end shelf. You could select 35, 60, 110, or 220. And then a high-pass filter down here. EQ on and off. Phase on, phase off. Over here in the modes, right here stereo, that means these are linked. But this can be a cool feature. We're not going to really go over it because we're doing vocals, but if you're doing instruments like drums or whatnot, you can do it on duo and then they're separate. So this is the right channel, so say the overheads were a little bright on one side, you could put it at 10K or something and cut it back some just on that one side. And so this is left and right channel. And then mid side, you can, for mastering and stuff, this could work out good to where the left is the mid and the right is the side. And you can EQ like the middle of the mix like this, and then the, the outside stereo parts of the mix, the sides, can be this there. So we're going to do stereo. This meter will show you the input here, and then the output. We're going to have it on output. And the only reason this plugin's even stereo right now is because the vocal stem I'm working on was sent to me as a stereo vocal stem. So, all right, so let's get this in action. So, here's the vocal.
Please, baby, say how you feel, 'cause you let on.
All right, so obviously it's a very hot signal, so I'm gonna gain these vocals down really quick.
Please, baby, say how you feel, 'cause you let on, plus you're headstrong, and I know I'm right here, don't let me go. And if you feel how I feel.
All right, so right now I'm just setting the preamp. Now, this is a very subtle thing. Some people say they can't really hear the difference. It is hard to hear, but you can, play with it some, but it's not going to be a huge wow factor. there's definitely some complaints with this plugin about not being able to hear it enough, as opposed to how you can hear it on the, you know, actual hardware version. But
Please, baby.
I think we'll probably play with it more after we get the EQ settings down here.
Please, baby, say.
So we're gonna start with this vocal's kind of muddy, so I'm gonna start with a shelf of 220 and down. We're gonna cut.
Please, baby, say how you feel. 'Cause you let on, plus you're headstrong. And I know I'm right here. Don't let me go. Please, baby, say
That's without it.
how you feel.
Here's with.
'Cause you let on.
Cool. So we've solved that problem. That sounds great. So I cut about 5 dB, which is kind of a lot, but I just kind of used my ears. So
Please, baby.
we can cut from 80 and down.
Please, baby, say how you feel.
All right, let's try some presence up top. It like okay. Close the plugin, reopen it.
Please, baby, say how you feel. 'Cause you let on, plus you're headstrong. And I know.
All right, really quick. I think I'm having some issues with the plugin for some reason. I'm gonna reopen it. Set our preamp. Cut. There we go. Yeah, it was bugging out, I think, because it wasn't letting me clicking on this. There.
Please, baby, say how you feel. 'Cause you let on, plus you're headstrong.
There's before.
And I know
There's after.
I'm right here.
It's a little harsh. We're going to back off some.
Please, baby, say how you feel. 'Cause you let on, plus you're headstrong. And I know I'm right here. Don't let me go, no. Please, baby, say how you feel.
All right, so I boosted about 1.9K or 1.9 dB at 3.2K. Just to give it some more high mids, just to get it more out of that muddy. I mean, we cut the muddiness, but it still needed some. So when you boost the high mids, it's making it even less muddy. And then I boosted a little bit of 12K there.
Please, baby, say.
All right, let's play with the preamp here.
'Cause you let on, plus you're headstrong. And I know I'm right here. Don't let me go, no.
Yeah, okay, I'm noticing a difference more now that it's EQ'd. So as you get in this yellow here, it's just more like saturated. And then back here, it's just less saturated and just less noticeable. So
Please, baby, say how you.
here's without.
Please, baby, say how you feel.
There's with.
'Cause you let on, plus you're headstrong.
Okay, let's mess with the output and or input and output.
Please, baby, say how you feel. 'Cause you let on, plus you're headstrong. And I know I'm right here. Don't let me go, no.
So you see when I push this input all the way up, it's sounding more saturated, so we're kind of hearing these preamps more.
Please, baby, say.
And then less.
Please, baby, say how you feel.
This is more natural.
As you let on, plus you're headstrong.
So for this vocal, we'd want a more natural, a little less saturated, so got it like that.
Please, baby,
here's without.
How you feel.
Here's with. And then you could turn it up on the actual fader in Pro Tools.
Please, baby, say how you feel. As you let on, plus you're headstrong.
Now, yeah, obviously there's no compression. There needs to be compression, so I'm just gonna put a compressor after it so we can get a little bit of a better idea here.
Please, baby, say how you feel. As you let on, plus you're headstrong. And I know I'm right here. Don't let me go, no. Please, baby, say how you feel. As you let on, plus you're headstrong. And I know I'm right here. Don't let me go, no.
Okay, so let's hear without these two.
Please, baby, say
It's a big difference.
how you feel. As you let on, plus your head.
Yeah, now there's still things that, you know, I would do, but I really like to put this plugin first because it you know, it gives it that nice natural processed sound, like a good process, the way that like a board would have, with the harmonic distortion, saturation. The EQs sound very natural, as opposed to using like a graphic EQ, like a digital EQ. So yeah, I definitely would recommend this as first in your vocal chain, if you like to EQ before you compress. And yeah, I would highly recommend. I'm trying to think if I missed anything here. Nope. So that is about it, guys. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already, and leave comments if you have any questions about this plugin whatsoever. Thanks, guys.